Hi faves, welcome again to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make fried rice for a mini get together, like 50 to 40 to 30 people. So faves, welcome and let's get into the thick of it. The first thing you want to do is to season and boil your protein. I'm using some onions and then I'll also add some curry powder to this. I'll also be seasoning this with some thyme, just like you would do, in normal Christmas, how our mothers used to season their chicken. Except me, I'm adding ginger powder, I'm also adding white pepper, and I'm also adding everything sazon. Faves, if you do not use everything sazon in your seasoning, omo, you never start with the seasoning because this thing is so nice. I'm also going to be using salt and seasoning powder. I'll add a little bit of water to this and then I'll mix this and allow it to combine. Just like I was saying, Jare, the normal Christmas time now where our mothers will add curry and thyme to season their chicken. Don't you miss all those curry and thyme seasoning? I do. So this is giving me a lot of nostalgia. So once the chicken is well mixed together and it looks like this, if you notice I did not add a lot of water, I would cover this and allow it to cook. Once it has boiled, you can see that my chicken has boiled and is already scenting and tassoing everywhere. You want to just, make sure that this is well boiled. Then you would now take it out of this stock and don't throw away the stock. We're going to be using the stock in our fried rice. Your chicken stock is very, very important in your fried rice. So now that I have taken the chickens out of the stock, this is what it looks like. And this is what the stock look like. Like I said, don't throw out the stock. Save it for later. Now you want to proceed to fry your chicken in some hot oil. Some people might prefer to air fry theirs, but this is festive season, I beg. Fry that thing in some hot oil because okay, so once you fried your chicken in that hot oil, take it out. I fried my chicken in batches and you need a lot of self-discipline to not just start pinching, those loose ends of the chicken, right? So once we're done with the chicken part, we'll move on to our vegetables. Now I'm using some runner beans. So I'll just cut out the head and then I would on all the unflattering parts and I'll proceed to chop this into tiny pieces like this. You can chop it in bulk. I'm just showing you how to chop your runner beans, not too long. That size gone. This size that I have chopped mine is how you want to chop yours. So just transfer your runner beans into a flat plate like this and then just set it aside. We're done with the runner beans. You can use as much runner beans as you want. Okay, so once we're done with the runner beans, this is what it would look like. I will just take this and keep it in one corner. You can see this is my runner beans well prepped. Now I'm going to move on to the bell peppers. For this, to make fried rice, there are 3 types of bell peppers that Nigerians use to make fried rice. Okay, so we use the red, which is the one I'm currently cutting. They are sweet peppers. Okay, they are not as hot as the regular atarudo and tatashe and all others. These are sweet peppers. So you just want to remove the head and remove those white parts that are inside and just cut them into strips like this. Okay, cut your peppers into strips and then proceed to further cut them thinly like you can see me do. Very easy, very simple. It's not something that is stressful to do at all. It is it's a very simple procedure. So I'm just going to proceed to cut my peppers into smaller pieces like this for my fried rice, so that I believe that fried rice is one of the most nutritious rice to be made because it is packed with veggies and protein and lots of yummy goodies. So yeah, you should make fried rice for your family, for your friends, or for a get together this festive period. Faves, don't forget to make fried rice for your family and for your loved ones, and if you follow my recipe to the T, they are going to love it and ask for more. Once I'm done with the red, I'll move on to the yellow. And like I said, you want to remove out this white cast thing in it. You don't want this white cast something to still be inside your pepper. So make sure that you remove it and then just proceed to cut your peppers into smaller pieces and then make them into strips like I said earlier on. So you just cut them into strips like this and then just chop them for your fried rice. This is the last type of bell peppers that we're using. These are the green ones. This is the cheapest of the three. Okay, so don't let anybody fool you when you want to buy. These green ones are the cheapest. And well, I feel like if you leave the green ones, perhaps it will become red or something. I don't know, but I feel like it is the green ones. Okay, the green ones are the red that are not fully developed. That is what I believe. They did not allow it to ripen like the red ones. But anyway, these ones then, they are the cheapest of the three. So I'm just going to proceed to cut them just like I did for the previous one. I'll just chop them like that, just like I did for the previous one here. And then I'll set it aside. So once I'm done with the peppers, I'll move on to the carrots. You need a lot of carrots for your fried rice, my faves. Like, you need a lot of carrots for your fried rice. Carrot is one of the major ingredients in fried rice. It's just like vegetable rice, you're mixing veggies with rice. So carrot is one of the major ingredients in fried rice. Apart from bell peppers or carrots, make sure that you chop your carrots, and just the way I showed you now, you are chopping in cubes, not strips, a bit stripes then. So once you have chopped your carrots, just pack it one side and you know that you are good to go. The next ingredient we'll be chopping is our spring onions. You need a lot of spring onions for your fried rice, and this is the last thing that you add to the fried rice because it is the softest. So you need a lot of spring onions. Also for your fried rice, you need a lot of onions. So chop some onions and then just chop it into cubes like so. Chop, 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 chop. Okay, you need a lot of onions to season and flavor that food. Remember, we're cooking for a get together, so that's why I'm using a lot of ingredients. If you are just cooking for your family, you might not need to use as much ingredient as I am using, but I'm cooking for a get together. Okay, the traditional fried rice recipe in Nigeria is usually used with liver, but I decided to switch mine to and use chicken breast. So instead of liver, I'm using chicken breast in my own recipe. You can use the traditional liver, but I want to use chicken breast because I like the taste of chicken breast better. But if liver is your cup of tea, by all means, please use liver. So this is chicken fried rice for a get together. I'm cooking for my MAP members. They are coming over today, so I decided to cook for them, and I'm sure that they would all love it. So once you've chopped your chicken, now you need some pepper, onions, and garlic. You want to chop this, give it a rough consistency, because we are Nigerian, so we need a little bit of pepper. Now let's proceed to our rice faves. You're going to add some salt to your rice, and then you're going to use that salt to wash it. If you were cooking like normal white rice and stew now, you will need to parboil the rice and all, but when we are cooking fried rice, we do not need to parboil. So yes, all you have to do is to just rinse your rice properly, like rinse it with that salt so many times. The first rinse, you are going to have a lot of color. The second rinse, the color would reduce. Just rinse that rice until the water runs clear. This is like a very important step. So rinse that rice until the water runs clear. Do you hear me so? Okay, so this is my first rinse. I have thrown out the water, and then I'm going to proceed to continue to rinse it with salt again. I believe that the salt will help get rid of the excess starch in your rice. So just rinse it with salt and lots of water until the water runs clear. That is my advice for anyone that is making fried rice, so that you don't have fried rice that is gumming body together, and you don't have fried rice that spoils easily. These are one of the secrets to my faves. This is one of the secrets, okay, to having that perfect, not spoiling the next day fried rice. I cannot even relate to that fried rice quickly spoiling because all my ingredients are well cooked. So my fried rice no dey spoil for the second day. God forbid, no be me. If you follow my recipe, if you are new to this channel, welcome back. Welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Please subscribe. Okay, so these are all our ingredients prepped. Our carrots, our chicken breast, runner beans, bell pepper, spring onions, all of the ingredients are prepped. Now to my chicken breast, I want to season it, and I will add some curry powder, chicken seasoning, and some salt. I will mix this thoroughly to combine. I'll make sure that all this seasoning enter every part and every cranny, every nook and cranny of this chicken breast, so that everything is well marinated and just well done. Now you want to fry your chicken breast in some hot oil. If you do not fry it in hot oil, your chicken breast is going to cook rather than fry. It will start bringing out water. Make sure that your oil is really hot. That is one of the secrets to frying chicken breast. If not, if you fry it on low temperature, your chicken breast will start to bring water, like it will start cooking instead of frying, and that is not what we are trying to achieve, my faves. We don't want cooked chicken breast, we want fried chicken breast. So I've told you the secret to getting your chicken breast to be fried. It has to be fried on high temperature. So you see what I'm talking about. The chicken breast as fried and is looking yummy and is looking auntie give me ish. Okay, so once I take out all the, you can see how fried my chicken breast is, right? I'm going to use some of that oil, the one from my fried chicken. I'll pour it in a pot, and then I will add some bay leaves to this, and then I will now start adding my rinsed rice in here, because I'm adding my rinsed rice to some hot oil because I want to fry the rice to remove any excess, like anything that would make it not, it's fried rice we are talking about here. We are not making cooked rice with veggies. We are making rice that is fried with veggies. Okay, so this is my rice. I'm adding it to the pot. I'm cooking for 40 to 50 people. So I'll leave my ingredients, my rice measurements. I did not measure the all the ingredients. I just eyeballed them. So I'll add my seasoning and my salt, and then I'll mix together to combine. So it's not as if I will tell you that, okay, 2 cups of seasoning. In Africa, we eyeball most of our ingredients. Okay, so but I think I was cooking about 4 drickas of rice here. So I'm just going to mix the ingredients together to combine like so. Mix it thoroughly, fry that rice in that hot oil with that bay leaves, and let everything form a good relationship. Okay, once I have finished frying the rice, remember that our chicken stock that I told you about, I'm adding it to the mixture right now. I left it in the fridge, that is why it looked clumped up like this. I will add some water to this, mix this thoroughly, and then I would add more water and let it cook. But for now, I'm trying to make sure that the chicken stock is well mixed into the rice. I will add water and then allow it to cook. So I'll add some water and mix this thoroughly again to combine. So once I'm done with this, once I have mixed everything to combine, I would leave this and allow it to cook. When you are cooking your rice for your fried rice, you want your fried rice to be 90% done, not 100% done. Remember, you are still going to stir fry this with some vegetables, and that is still going to cook. So if you do not want to achieve a soggy rice, you have to allow it to be 90% done, not 100% done. And now our rice is ready. Look at that. It is giving that fried rice color. The stock helped us to achieve that. So we're just going to fry our onions in some hot oil, the ones we chopped earlier on. Then we'll go in with the pepper, ginger and garlic mixture, and then continue to stir fry this. Okay, it's already looking good, it's already looking yummy. So I'm frying the vegetables from hardest to the softest. I'll add the carrots in now, and then I'll just toss it around like so. I'll fry it and then just mix it together to combine. Then I'll also go in with the runner beans, you see, from hardest to softest. I'll mix that again to combine. Make sure that this is in a way steaming and cooking kind of vibe. That's what I'm doing. All right, so I'll just keep frying that, sauteing that. Then I'll also add my bell peppers and finally my sweet corn. I'll mix this again to combine, mix everything together, toss it around, let them form a good relationship. Okay, you want to season your vegetables here, so I'll use 1 cube of seasoning powder in this to just like give it a little bit of taste, nothing too serious, because remember we have already used seasoning powder in the rice and in the stock itself. So I will divide my vegetables into 2 parts or 3 parts depending on how much the rice is. So now this is the remaining vegetable in the pot. To this I'll add half of the rice, and then I'll mix the vegetables and the rice to combine, like I'm stir frying it but still like mixing it to combine. So for one to be able to achieve equal balance of vegetables and rice, and for one to be able to mix it properly, you need to add in your rice in batches. Not that you're going to add all the rice, then you start struggling to find the vegetables, because if you add all the rice at once, it's going to, like, one part is going to be filled with veggies, while some parts of your rice is not even going to get veggies at all. Now you see I'm adding a fresh batch of rice to my vegetables, so I'm just going to still keep mixing this again. Remember I said that your rice should be 90% done when you are cooking fried rice, because you are still going to stir fry this and it is still going to be cooking. So to achieve the best texture for your fried rice, it needs to be 90% done. So you can see now that it is easy for me to mix and toss the rice around, and because I did not add all the rice at once, I'm adding it in little batches. Okay, so now I've added my spring onions. I'm also going to be adding some of that chicken breast, and then I will mix it to combine. So when I pour the next batch of veggies into the pan again, this is the same thing I'm going to be doing until the rice is everything is well coated and everything is good to go. You can see how yummy and how delicious looking this is. So if you want to make rice for a get together, you don't have to stress yourself, you don't have to do too much. Just follow these steps in this video and you will ace it perfectly well. So you can see this is the final outcome. This is the first batch of rice that we are mixing, and I'm just going to transfer it into a cooler like this, and then I will proceed to the next step. This is our fried rice now. This is the next one. I'm going to add the rice into the pan, and then I'm going to add some of that veggies on top of it, and I'm going to mix. Okay, so now we're mixing. Thank God I've already fried the rice before. I'll add some chicken breasts to this and some spring onions, and then I will mix again. So this is what you want to continue to do, and you would ace your batch cooking fried rice. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, and leave a kind comment if you find this very helpful, and I'm sure that you are going to find it helpful. If you're a new subscriber, please subscribe to my channel. It will encourage me to create more amazing content like this for you, and it will encourage me to want to give my best. Okay, so this is the second batch of fried rice, and I'm just going to pour it into the cooler, and that is what I will continue to do until I run out of vegetables. Can you see? Super easy, super yum, very delicious. Everything is evenly distributed.